That's fucking awesome. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. They say art should speak truth to power. And that's what that does. That says, oh, wait, I'm way too loud. Testing. Wait, testing. Hold up. I'm too loud. How do I not be so unreasonably loud? Can you guys hear me? Sup. Dude, why is it too loud for fucking real? That's not Norman Bates. Bro sounds perfectly fine. All right, if it sounds fine, it sounds fine. If you say, it's funny. This is the first time I'm complaining about the audio and you guys aren't. Welcome to the H-Rock broadcast here on July 17th, 2025. What a auspicious day. I just finished out hanging out with my good friend Lena Khan. We were just chopping it up, talking about politics and the world and how we want to make a change in it. Just fucking cool shit like that. And now, camera's really bright. Future's so bright, I gotta wear shades, baby. Let's turn it down slightly. There you go. Hopefully that helps. When's the next IRL stream? Fucking, I just did one. I do one a year. Chili's 2 years ago. New York this year. And then next year we'll go to the White House and we'll sneak in. And we will, I don't want to say anything. I'll get assassinated by Secret Service. Squeaks date soon. He's a flake, bro. Sometimes you have to guard your own personal well-being. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't want to get on these apps and get the runaround from people. You have to stand up for yourself and your time and your presence. And you have to go and hang out with the people that aren't going to flake. It's a toxicity, really, that's infected. I don't want to say Squeaks, just people in general. How was being sick in the room? I'm going to tell you all the stories probably tomorrow. Listen, I flew back from New York today, and I had absolutely zero fucking sleep, both before the flight and then on the flight. Because Aiden got dude, I swear to God, Aiden got the last nice seat. And I had to sit with the pores. I had to sit with the fucking pores, and I was extra cramped, and I forgot my eye mask in the hotel because I was rushed. So I couldn't cover my eyes, and I couldn't fall asleep. I couldn't get comfortable. I felt like Maisie on her honeymoon. I felt like Maisie on her honeymoon, dude. I was just stuck in the back, and the person I was there with is in the front, living it up. Aiden's still upset he didn't meet Gavin. Well, I think he must have been because he texted me from the front of the plane and said, what did he say? He said, how's life back there in the mines? And then I said, Aiden, I will kill you and then myself. If you say one more word. That's what. Because I was losing it. I was on no sleep. Linneus, thank you for the prime. No Lena questions today because I will just spoil everything that I want to talk about tomorrow. Listen, I was going to do a full stream about it, but I'm just fucking tired, man. I'm tired. I'm gassed. And I don't have the right energy that I need. I have something very special to show you that I got from Lena Khan. It's right here off camera. But today we're just going to we're going to watch a Smallville. By the way, Ari has a guest. Oh, a couple things, couple updates here. Ari's parents are moving back to Mexico. They were here for, a couple weeks. They're moving back to Mexico. So, I'll probably a little easier just for me to get a consistent schedule. And then, what else? But Ari has a guest staying with us for a few days. And I told her, yeah, I'm about to go live and watch some Smallville. And she goes, Smallville? Is that show when... Then she paused for a second and goes, somebody said... And she belted out the whole chorus. That's the only thing she knew. She didn't remember a single episode. Just did it worry you at all? People found you in the IRL stream? Not at all. Actually, it was very fun. I think the stream was 10 times better because the Matriarch Frog showed up. Everyone was really nice. Maybe if I was in like a weird back alley or something, but I was in a pretty public area. It was all fun. Actually, some people came up to me after I turned the stream off, including somebody who worked at Barclays Center and like was telling me that they could go watch the WNBA games. Where I was like, well, I can't go, but that was cool. That was cool. Peter WSR lived for the 45 months. 45 like our greatest president. And he got a sick till 47, like our even greater president now. Hi, Maisie. I was just saying, we have a lot in common, Maisie, because I just flew back from New York with Aiden, and he was in first class and I was in the back. And I just felt like my good friend Maisie on her honeymoon. Welcome to my life. Yeah. Aiden didn't go in the cargo? Unfortunately, no. Why'd you go to New York and not Texas? Well, I interviewed Lena Khan first to get the libs off my trail, but then next week we're interviewing Ted Cruz, my goat. So I'll be in Texas for that. Okay? Ted Cruz, Joe Rogan, Tucker Carlson. What about interviewing you, Maisie? I think you're too right-wing. I think, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, I could interview Tucker. Yeah, I could interview Ted. But you, I think, might be, there's a line. It might get me in trouble. Hey, Big Al, I was thinking about mugging you yesterday, but then I got starstruck. I really hope I can work up the courage next time. Yeah, please don't do that or joke about it. Besides, I wouldn't have any money to mug. All right. It was Zoran Mamdani's Socialist New York. They took my money when I landed at the airport. The government took my wallet out of my pocket, yoink, and put it into Zoran's account. When was Obama coming on Lemonade Stand? Never say never, brother. never say. Sky's the limit, dude. We got Lena fucking Khan. Sky's the limit. Never say never, dude. Who knows who we could get? And if he does come on the show, I'm either going to roast him for not wearing a tan suit or roast him for wearing a tan suit. He can't win. The whole thing. Lemonade Stand golf episode with Bush. Fucking would be awesome. God, that would be so dope to do an episode with George W. Bush on the course, on the links, dude. Just to tee off. A basketball episode with Bernie Sanders and Bronny James. Two of the greatest voices of this generation. When are you going to play Uma Musume? Never. Because I have fucking principles. Okay. I'm not going to play a gotcha horse game just because it's popular. The game is literally designed to rot your brain and steal your money. It has every single gotcha trick in the book. If it was any other game, everyone would be like, this is trash. But because it's Horse Girls, everyone's like, well, actually, it's good. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. It is literally bar filling, star light up, roll, spin, No, it's actually not a good game. It's actually every gotcha brain trick in the book. Just say you play offline. Fuck, he caught me. I'm just afraid you guys will find out how many hours I've already put in. I'm afraid you guys will. You'll find out how many hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours I've already put in. Boop, 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 boop. Expedition 33. I liked it. It's not a stream game. And I already watched Connor Dog VA's playthrough, so I just don't want to play it now. I just became a YouTube slopper and I watched it on YouTube. So I didn't. When are you playing Get to Work DLC? It was gonna be today. I just felt like shit today after I got back from that flight. So probably tomorrow. I do have a lot of news to cover. I've been out for a few days and a lot has happened. I want to talk about Trump trying to fire Jerome Powell. I want to talk about the Lena Khan stuff. I want to talk about what else did I want to fucking say? There's tons more Epstein stuff, but it is the basic same thing. I want to talk about Elon trying to consolidate all his companies. I want to talk about what else? There was the cane sugar stuff. Oh, there was also fucking Japan. Huge update on Japan, dude. Yeah, Shiba's cooked. He's cooked. Japan's going right wing. Everybody's pissed. Inflation is out of control. Borrowing costs are out of control. Japan is actually cooked. And the weekend is just, they're overrun with tourists who are the only ones who can afford to eat out. Every regular Japanese citizen's life's quality is going worse as tourists float. It's crazy. It actually is just bad. It's just bad in Japan. And I would love to talk about that. But that's all tomorrow, I think. I think that's all tomorrow. Are you going to play a DLC with Lena Khan? She already beat it. Yeah, I asked Lena if she played Get to Work with Me, if she would, and she said, "Oh, I already played it day one, instantly when it came out, because it's a great game and it's one of the best things you can do for $11 if you haven't already bought it, and the DLC is free actually." So, hey, Jack Allison A, thank you for the prime. Appreciate that. Appreciate you doing that. Did you say anything about elusive targets? She said a lot. I mean, listen, obviously the reason we got Lena Khan on the pod was because she's a huge viewer. So honestly, every minute we weren't talking about antitrust on camera, she was talking about Hitman missions and monkey ball shanties and a bunch of stuff. She said glizzy a bunch of times. She said, I went to the bathroom and she's like, "Yep, Coke." And then everyone laughed. Yeah, she definitely knew all the. In fact, maybe she possibly was pivotal in creating them. I think she's the one that wrote the Coffee Cow copy pasta from Reddit. Hey, Bob from NASA. Thank you for the gifties. Dropping that NASA salary here. Much appreciated. I got accosted for wearing my Lehman shirt. What do you mean you got accosted for it? Like someone was actually mad at you for wearing a Lehman Brothers shirt? They thought you were part of a defunct Wall Street investment firm from Almost 20 years ago now? They thought you were Lehman, and they're like, "Where's your brother?" I guess. It would be really sad if the two Lehman brothers were sentenced to death, but one of them ratted on the other. So he walked free while the other one got life, you know? Goop Tammin, thank you for the Prime. Have you ever read How Wars End by Gideon Rose? It's a good book about the U.S. instead of government succeed over the war. I have not read it. It sounds interesting. I assume the two big examples are Iraq and Afghanistan. Like the Mario Brothers, one brother is named Lehman Lehman. I'm not sure any of this is true. I feel like some things. Sometimes you guys just say things to spitball off of what I'm saying, but it doesn't come from a basis of fact. It feels like it comes from like you just want to get a word in edgewise. Let me hit the lights. Spooky, 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 spooky. Spooky. Ba 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 ba. I'm Dark Brandon. Someone's got to do it. If fucking Joe Biden his ass won't. Whatever happened to Dark Brandon, dude? That was supposed to fix everything. Joe Biden was going to put on glasses, have laser eyes, and fix the country. And instead, what? He turned out to just be really old and got tired, I guess. It's unfortunate. We're going to need Dark Donald to get out of this Epstein situation. Trump better start cooking up a Dark Donald to try and rebrand. New Vsauce? Fucking, it's Smallville night, bro. It's 9:20. I'm not watching. It's probably like 100 hours long, I bet. Vsauce YouTube. Vsauce. All the ghosts you will be. I'll watch it tomorrow. It's 22 minutes. Actually, not that bad. Kobe Bryant. It's existential AF. What does that mean? Smallville is too woke. You think so? I mean, everybody hates Clark and he's an immigrant, so can't be that woke. Delete Khan try to break up your monopoly on glizzy fingers. Wow. I almost skipped that line, but I just want everyone to know that was a really funny thing you said. Did you see the new Superman movie? No, I was in New York, bro. I didn't pop off to an AMC. I do think I'll see it. Everyone's saying it's pretty good. What's the Metacritic? Metacritic.com. Whoa! Donkey Kong Bonanza is so highly rated. Wait, I thought it was going to be kind of crap. Wait, it's so... From start to finish, Donkey Kong Bonanza is a riot. I wrapped up my journey in a little over 20 hours. Wait, it's like super fun, apparently? Nobody told me this. Eurogamer Germany says, a game that only Nintendo could make. Colorful, entertaining, and always crazy. It's bursting with creativity and ideas. Jeez Louise. GameSpot gave it a 90. Excellent game in its own right. Mentioned alongside Mario Odyssey as some of Nintendo's very best work. Wait, it's actually that goated? This is the fucking picture for it. This is the picture for it, and it's legendary. It's some of Nintendo's best work. It can't be that good. Oh, banana. Wait, what's okay? All right. Well, I don't have a Switch 2, but there's like 50 of them at the Mogul office. Maybe I'll just grab an extra. I kind of do want to play it. That would be fun. I mean, I'm gonna play Get to Work DLC first, but that does seem pretty fun. Sup peeps, I'm officially a 30-year-old uncle today. Are you saying you're an unk, or are you also an uncle? Like your sibling had a child? Because that's kind of crazy. Both. Oh, you actually are an uncle. Damn. Damn, unk. Jeez Louise, bro. You're a double unk at 30. That's crazy. Just to defend Mom Donnie's public grocery stores, even if public grocery stores they tend to get higher cost products because it's the same percentage of a higher price. Public grocery stores would increase the price competition of suppliers and make them decrease their own margins. Sure. I wasn't talking about that. That's cool. uh, hey, I hope you had a good trip. I really did. That if that's what you're hoping, rest easy. That New York trip was fucking fun, man. It makes me think I should travel more. I had a good time. I saw people. I did a fun thing. I liked the IRL. Like IRL was really fun when I didn't have tech issues constantly. It was like really fun. So it makes me think I got to reevaluate what I'm doing and do it more. It's like fun to walk around. The only problem was like all the socialism, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Like I had to. They tried to throw me in a gulag, and I had to dodge that. How long were the bread lines? Enormous, enormous. It wasn't for bread though. It was for a classic New York dog, hot dog, which is worse for me, because I can't wait in that line for a hot dog. The pizza line was fucking crazy, actually. H-Rock, should I start my SAT prep? Do I have your blessing? No, you don't. The best way to prep for the SAT is to not prep. Get your mind at ease. Relax. Go in there with an empty brain and a full heart, and the SAT will measure that. There's a third score. There's like math, and there's reading, and then there's heart. And they don't show you the heart score, but it's all colleges look at. And if you go in there and you have a good smile on your face and have good times, and you max out the heart score, Harvard will be knocking, dude. Knock, knock, knock. Yeah, it's vibes. Apparently, if you're Asian, the heart score is 0 out of 100. Yeah. They weirdly score Asians super low on the heart score at Ivy League schools for some reason. I don't know why. Because they're always getting higher scores on the math and the reading. But for some reason, they're not passing the heart/vibes test. Hope there's not some sort of institutional attempt to marginalize them. I got a perfect 1600 on my BTD. I used the balloon chipper. Don't ever make a balloon chipper reference around me. We don't like that here. We don't make these kind of jokes, okay? This chat is not about references. One thing we don't like is like references to popular videos that we've done. We don't like balloon chipper. We don't like Glizzy. We don't like Banana Farm. We don't like Bald. That's not. We don't do that. But nobody here. This is a meeting of the minds. This is like Socrates meets Aristotle meets, this is Che Guevara meets Dom Irrera meets Bam Margera. Okay? It's a fucking, it's a live fast, die young, high octane, uh, meets Ron Vara. Yeah, exactly. Uh, Nothing Socrates loved more than some good old Smallville. He might have. Well, honestly, here's real talk. Well, you wouldn't understand it. But like theoretically, if you could go back in time with a TV and it could only play Smallville, it would be the most popular thing in the entire world by a factor of 1,000. Kings would come from far and wide. Like it would be the ultimate show. People would give up land and castles and titles and soldiers to go watch Smallville because it would be that impressive. Um, you wouldn't have an outlet. Okay, imagine it's like self-powered. It's just a big screen that plays Smallville, okay, and you control it. Where would I plug it in? My plan falling apart. I finally invented a time machine and I went back to the 1100s with with just Smallville and a TV, thinking I would be a god, and instead I can't plug it in, and now I'm dying of the fucking plague. Fuck. I wonder how far the original radio waves from Smallville first started have made it in space. That's a really good question. Do you think they're just now getting Smallville on Saturn and they're like actually really impressed? Their archaic brains wouldn't understand the complex story of Smallville. They would probably think in the future, 14-year-olds looked way older. Because like in our time, they don't look like that. They would think, but somehow they. Um. All right. Well, yeah. We'll fucking watch it then. We'll fucking watch it. That's all I wanted to do today. I just wanted to watch a quick Smallville. That's it. Get back in the vibes of things. I think we are on episode 15 or 16. 16. The last episode was pretty good. The one with the flower that makes everybody horny, I guess. Or violent. The horny violence flower. That one was pretty good. I thought that was a funny one. So let me turn on the air because it's fucking hot in here. Is this still season 1? Oh yeah. I don't know how many seasons we're gonna do this. Maybe 2 or 3 max. Somebody save me. Is it like the X Files or more like House? It's really kind of its own thing, but way more like House than X Files. X Files was just too good of a show. It was slower paced and higher quality, and that is not a good stream show. That's kind of boring, actually. Not boring, but like there's not much to say. But like when you're watching Smallville, it has so much early 2000s CGI slop and insane plot lines and shit that makes no sense that it's really funny to talk about, while also having some fun moment, like good moments. Um, and also it has the whole I don't know, villain of the week thing. So you can miss episodes and you don't really miss much. Like you don't. It's not like each episode matters too much. Lex Luthor's speech about his disability is so inspiring. Yeah, him getting choked up because he's bald was was incredible. Was incredible. The school in the new Superman changed the mascot from the Crows to the Giants. I'm not watching. I simply won't see a fucking Superman show where they disrespect the Crows like that. Okay? It's go Crows or it's fucking die. This is the woke. This is the woke Hollywood mind virus. Uh, Getting rid of the Crows. Has him being bald genuinely affected him in the plot? he talks about being bald like it's his greatest ability. It's like the reason his dad exiled him to Smallville. People look at him like he's a freak. But they don't really. He's just the rich guy in town. It's not that big a deal that he's bald. Uh, it's his curse and his greatest power. Lex Luthor reflecting kryptonite rays off of his bald head to kill Superman. Uh, Not gonna lie, he pulls it off. Everybody in this show is like, first of all, the actor or actress is way too old for their role. Everybody in the show. And then all of them are like very attractive, including like Clark's parents, and like everybody. The whole town is full of models. So it's a classic CW thing where they'll like set it in like some small rural town, but everybody looks like a fucking Hollywood actor.